Once you have completed your underwriting, and let's say you want to present that deal to your GP team, or you want to share this exciting deal with your LP investors, I've created a summary tab that's pre-formatted that just makes it easier to share this kind of information. We'll go ahead and take it top to bottom. These pictures in the summary, these are all just screen clippings that I grabbed from either the OM or online. And then the picture sizing over here, I will size them to a height of 1.65. So I will show you what that looks like. Just kind of walk you through it. So it helps. These are labels. I'm just going to put this is like my placeholder for labels over here. So I will show you exactly what I do for all of these. So let's say I took all these screen clippings from the OM or from the web. Why is it not giving me my picture format? Okay, sorry, I'm just go ahead and remove the shadow. Okay, this is exactly what I do. So I will grab every one of these. I hold the control key and I click the first picture, second, third, click all the pictures, and then I'll go to picture format and I'll size them to a height of 1.65. Okay, that's first. And then I will loosely arrange them in the order I want. Let's say, let's do the two building structures. I'll do the pool, clubhouse, kitchen, and bathroom. So that's the order I want my pictures. I'll take the first picture, I'll put it exactly where I want, and then I would take the last picture and I'm just sizing it to the left area of this edge. So I just want to get it as close as I can at that edge. That's all I really care about. I don't care about the height, like up or down. So I will kind of put it right about there. That looks pretty good. And then again, I will click all of the pictures or select all the pictures, holding the control key. Go to picture format. We're going to go to align. I'm going to align the top and then I'm going to distribute horizontally. So now I have all my pictures are all perfectly aligned. And then what I like to do personally, I will put a center shadow. So I will go to picture effects, shadow, and I do an inner shadow. It just gives a little bit of differentiation between each of the pictures. It looks a little bit nicer, I think. And that's it. And then I will put a label over it because I think it's helpful to understand. In this case, all the units are classic, but sometimes I have a renovated unit and I'll have a picture of a classic unit. And I want my team to understand how many are renovated versus classic. And I do that using the picture labels. So right here, you can put in your classic. You can put in whatever label you want. I have it listed classic right now and upgraded. And you put in the value. How many units are classic? In this case, again, 254. If you do too many, it's gonna give you a little warning saying, hey, you put too many units in your label. Uh, you say you have 254 here, your label is going to say 255. So just a little check. And now I have this classic unit label. I'm going to go ahead and use this. I'm just going to drop it right on top of that picture. There you go. And that's it. That's all the work that you have to do here. Everything else is pre-formatted for you. We have the investor summary at the top. You can replace the logo with your own logo. Just delete that and put in your own logo at the top right. And then we have a summary of your entire underwriting. All your property information here, including the address, this average square foot per unit, hold period. You have your unit mix. This is an aggregate, so if you have a lot of different one-bedroom units, this is going to sum those all up into a single one-bedroom unit type, and it averages the square footage. You have your debt assumptions, all your sources and uses, pro forma, just high level, in place versus year one versus whenever you stabilize. So if you stabilize in year two, it'll show that. And then your sale, it'll show your sale year. All of your returns are here. And then sensitivity analysis, pretty basic break-even occupancy, and then the exit cap rate versus IRR, how that's going to affect it. One recommendation, if you send this to an LP investor, it's probably best practice to go ahead and remove the project and GP earnings section of it. That's not relevant to them. You can do that using this pick list on the top right. And so you just go ahead and select yes, I want to remove GP and project earnings, and it will go ahead and remove those for you. All right. And then down below, we have this, seen this in a lot of packages, the investment return based on $100,000. You can see by year. If you have a refinance, it'll show the refinance and the return of capital, and then the sale year, and then a total here at the beginning, so you could see exactly how much the investor is going to get during distribution versus sale refi and the return of capital. And the very, very bottom, I like graphs, so I put in a couple down here to show the unit mix. My favorite is this rent by unit type. This is your entire rent and renovation strategy in one graph by unit type. The way to read it, the dark section is your market rent. The green, light green section is the renovation premium that you're going to get. And then the number at the top is your total rent. Your total here is on the left. So this is total. And then for each unit type, it has the same graph. And then you have two values at the bottom. The bottom-most value is the total units for this unit type. And the top value are the number of units you're going to renovate for this unit type. Okay. And a simple interior unit renovation ROI. You could set your ROI goal here so that it does change. So if you set 20%, it's going to look better than if you set 40%. Whoops, 40%. There you go. So you set your ROI goal and it'll show in this graph, either red or dark green. And then just a simple income and expense graph showing your net year-on-year net operating income growth. There are a couple ways to share this report with your team and or investors. One way is very simple. You can just highlight everything, you copy it. So you could go into an email and you can paste image right here. And it will paste that image into your email. So you can see it's a big image, but it's all there. You can see it's pasted. So you can send that in email. One other way that is nice to share. You can do a file, print to PDF, and you'll want to select the PDF option, the Microsoft Print to PDF. And you see it creates a really nice one-page summary of your underwriting. And I'm going to click print. And it'll ask you where you want to save your output. I'm just going to save it to my desktop. And it will save the PDF file to your desktop. So I will open that for you. You can see really nice summary. It's our one-page summary. You could send this, email us to anyone, and it looks really great. The other thing I'll mention is you have the option to kind of remove sections of this report if you don't want them. Like, let's say you don't do the pictures, you just want the data. Oh, I gotta. So it did not hide the pictures because there is an option in here for properties which says move but don't size. So these pictures need to size with the cells. It needs to move in size. So now if I come back here and I group this, there you go. You can see the pictures are gone. Let's say, for example, maybe we don't want the investment return section. You could go ahead and group that. Go back to File, Print as PDF, and you can see you just have the report without the sections that you've hidden. And then just expand the sections if you want them back, and it's as simple as that. Okay, that concludes my tutorial. Appreciate you listening and sticking with me through that entire thing. If you have any questions, any concerns, any enhancement requests, any information that you want to share with me about the file, please go to the disclaimer tab, click on this button to submit questions and feedback. That'll come directly to me. Using the button really helps me organize all the input. Okay, thanks for listening.